Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you, Aakash sir, Dr. Negi, and Resonance Energy for inviting us over here and giving us the opportunity to present at this event. So my name is Aakash Jindal. I am the Asia Pacific Territory Manager at Tylok. Over here at Tylok, I handle the sales, operations, and anything that has to do with Tylok in this particular region. And since when I joined in 2024, my goal has been to establish Tylok as a leading brand here in India. So the first time when we came to India, back in 2024, the most common question that was asked, like, who is Tylok? Where is it from? Is it Korean? Is it Chinese? So the answer is Tylok is a 70-year-old American company. It was founded by the man who invented the compression fitting. The man whose name was Cullen B. Crawford, he established Tylok in 1955. So how did all of this happen? Like, what's the history of tube fitting history? Like, how this entire industry came into existence? So let me tell you an interesting story. So it all started somewhere around 1940s. When our founder, Mr. Cullen B. Crawford, he was working at Parker Hannifin at that point of time. Now, Parker used to have a flare fitting technology. Although it was a good fitting, but it had its own challenges. And one day, Mr. Crawford, he got tired of making those flare fittings, and that is when he came up with an idea, a new invention called the two-ferrule compression fitting design. He took that design and he went to Parker. However, Parker rejected that idea. Parker said, the world will always use the flare fittings. So that is when Mr. Crawford, he quit his job, and one fine day, he was sitting at his home, and a sales guy shows up at his door. Now that sales guy, he was selling encyclopedias, and he managed to sell a set of encyclopedias for Mr. Crawford's 2-year-old kid. So Mr. Crawford, he was impressed. You know, what's a 2-year-old kid got to do with a set of encyclopedias? So that is when Mr. Crawford hired that salesman, whose name was Fred Lennon, and another technician, and the three of them together formed the Crawford Fitting Company in 1947. And under this very company, Mr. Crawford filed for the original two-ferrule compression fitting design in 1947. Now, they ran that company for a couple of years before Mr. Crawford, he sold his entire company to his sales guy, Fred Lennon, and he went to work with the US Army, where he created dozens of patents and technologies for the US Army for the war effort. Now, when he came back from the US Army in 1955, he wanted to get back into the fitting business, and that is when he established Tylok. In 1966, Parker realized, oh, they've missed the boat, so they came up with their own single ferrule fitting, where they took the rear ferrule and the front ferrule, they merged it, and they started calling it the single ferrule fitting. And only in 1997, Fred Lennon changed the Crawford Fitting Company's name to Swagelok. So all in all, in essence, it was Mr. Cullen B. Crawford who invented the compression fitting and went on to establish two companies. The first one was the Crawford Fitting Company, whose name changed to Swagelok, and then it was Tylok. So what do we offer? So we offer this two-ferrule compression fitting design, which is completely interchangeable and intermixable with Swagelok and Parker A-Lock. All our fittings are heat core traceable. The nuts come with silver plating to reduce galling, and the most important part, the rear ferrule of our fittings are heat treated using the tie-core process. So what is a tie-core process? So tie-core process refers to the heat treatment process where we diffuse carbon on the fittings. So what it does is, it makes the fitting hard on the outside and soft in the inside, kind of like a Cadbury gem, if you would say. Now, this technology is very proprietary, and it has never left the US. So only few select companies in the world know how to properly heat treat a rear ferrule, and those companies are Swagelok, Parker, and Tylok. So what it does is, when you heat treat a rear ferrule properly, it squeezes like as shown in this image, as you can see, the rear ferrule squeezes, and this provides the leak-proof application. And what it also does is it provides resistance to corrosion. So if we take any ferrule which has not been properly heat treated and we dip it into chlorine water, we will see black corrosiveness will appear on the rear ferrule after, let's say, 24 hours. However, if you take a rear ferrule that has been properly heat treated, or say a Tylok ferrule, and dip it into chlorine water, you will find there is no rusting at all. In addition to the double ferrule, we also offer the single ferrule. So again, this is fully interchangeable with Parker's CPI fitting. All the material is heat code traceable, and you can order it from sizes from 1/16 inch to 1 inch. Customers usually do ask, like, which fitting is a better fitting? Is it the single ferrule or the double ferrule? So both fittings are equally good. It usually comes down to the preference of the customer. Like, do they want the single ferrule or the double ferrule? So this is just a graphical representation, an image, where we dissected the fitting into two, and we are showing the double ferrule on one side and single ferrule on one side. I actually do have that sample with me, so if you want to have a look at it, you can drop by the booth. Our threads are manufactured as per 3A and 3B tolerances. Now, why is that important? It is important because when threads are manufactured to these tolerances, the gap between two threads minimizes, and that provides a leak-proof application. And only two companies in this world manufacture their threads to this tolerance. That is Swagelok and Tylok. We've been approved by ASTM F1387, which is a series of 13 different tests, and it is one of the most stringent test certificate out there, and we've been approved by that. And these are some of our clients globally. We've been approved by all the major oil and gas corporations in the US, and these are some of the biggest oil and gas corporations: Sinclair, Duke Energy, Marathon Petroleum, Kinder Morgan, Williams Companies, and you must be knowing about the famous beer brand, Miller. We do supply fittings and valves to this brewery in the US. We've been approved by Daimler Chrysler, a well-renowned group which owns the Mercedes and Jeep Cherokee group. And these are some of our clients in India since we've come into India in 2024. These are few of the clients we've established. And this is a performance feedback that we got from Haryana City Gas, where we supplied a trunnion style ball valve, and they tested the product. And one of our valve completed 80,000 cycles and filled over 3.2 lakh kg of CNG into the cars. And another one completed 27,000 cycles and filled out approximately 81,000 CNG into the cars. So this shows a testament to quality and commitment. So this is our factory in the US. It is spread over 5 acres. That's our main office building. That's a shop floor. We've got the latest tech, all the machinery, everything, and that's the aerial view of the entire Tylok factory, which is located in Euclid, Ohio. So this map shows a global footprint. We are present in the US, Europe, Middle East, Southeast Asia, and every day we are coming into new territories and establishing our brand. So when we say our fittings are interchangeable and intermixable, we just don't say it, we give that to you in writing. We warranty that if you intermix or interchange, your system will work 100% fine. Now, this is the original 2-ferrule compression fitting design patent that was filed by Mr. Crawford in 1947. 15th of August 1947. So I guess two great things happened on that day. First, India got its independence, and the second one, this patent was filed by Mr. C.B. Crawford. So Why choose us? Like, this is the most important question. So you choose us because the man who invented the compression fitting also established Tylok. We've been into this business for the last 70 years. We have a global presence. We have a distributor network of 3,000 plus distributors, and we locally stock all our products here at our Bhiwadi facility. More importantly, we believe in consistency. Take an example of McDonald's burger, Mekalu Tikki burger. If you go to Jaipur, Mumbai, or any place else, you'll find the same taste. Now that's the kind of consistency we deliver. You buy a fitting today, tomorrow, or 10 years down the line, you'll always get the high quality fitting every time. And lastly, and more importantly, we acknowledge that in order to gain the market, you need to be competitive. So that is why Tylok has started manufacturing here in India. We are manufacturing half-inch and 3x4-inch fittings that are more widely used in CNG, and where we are manufacturing just the nut and the body and importing ferrules from our US counterpart. So what you get is a 100% US engineered product, which is absolutely equivalent to Swage lock, but at Indian pricing. So that is why you choose Tylok. Thank you.